Okay, you guys, I wanted to do like a, I don't know where my glasses are. I wanted to do a real-time like ship with me situation because I never really discussed shipping, and I wanted to kind of use this video to discuss my shipping process and like really let people understand like how my shipping works and how anything for my company for that matter works. So I'm gonna get into it because I do get these questions and I just don't answer them, but I feel like I should now. So I have long shipping times because I am a perfectionist. When it comes to like things that have my name on it, I have to make sure that it's perfect, and I've actually already had terrible experiences with manufacturers or middle people that I have paid to like produce a product for me. So I typically put a 3-week turnaround on my site because that gives me, or it used to give me, like enough time. It's always been 3 weeks, and that has always been more than enough time for me to like put an order in for my product, get the product, spectate it. If it's good, I send it off. If it's not, like I go back to the manufacturer and say like, this is a discrepancy, I need it fixed. A couple things with that, I deal with a plethora of different manufacturers. So when you run a business, it's really not smart, and I had to learn this the hard way. It's not smart to go through like one person for everything. I used to because I thought it was like convenient, but then that convenience became inconvenient during COVID when shipping times just became insane. So I was like forced to find somebody else to produce my clothing and manufacture my clothing, and that is like rebuilding a relationship, because that's just ultimately what this is with manufacturers, is you're building like quality relationships with the people who are making the clothes that you're selling. So COVID was like a rough patch for me because everything was backed up. USPSs were closing, like shipping places were closing. So I feel like a lot of businesses just haven't recovered. I don't want to say myself included. I just feel like my shipping times have gotten longer. So it makes me like, I am less, like I don't want to ship, like I don't want to push out clothes as much because I have had so many issues that are traumatic with third-party shipping or manufacturers. Like manufacturers is always going to be something, but shipping really scarred me during COVID. I was creating clothes. I would post them for pre-sale and then order the clothes, and I was getting back just like half-ass clothes. And I don't know if I can give you an example because I should have better prepared, but when you do something like direct-to-garment printing, and I just like study my brand. When you do something like direct-to-garment printing, you can tell when it's done quickly, and you can tell when they're not like treated. I know you probably don't know the term, but during COVID, I was just getting like poorly made items, and I think a lot of that just had, like, from a business perspective, I think a lot of it, excuse me, I have bedhead. I literally rolled out the bed and said I'm going to ship today, but I decided to make the video because I normally like to do this myself. But I don't remember what I was saying. I just so happened to see my hair and boom. During COVID, I think from a business perspective, I think a lot of businesses were trying to push as much stuff as they could out because they needed money. And that's where I'm like a little too understanding. So I started, and that was out here. So I was getting my manufacturing done during COVID, like in my hometown, because I'm super loyal for whatever reason. But I ended up going to LA, and that really taught me to meet and network with a whole bunch of manufacturers, which I have been. The intense issue with that is now I either fly to LA to get stuff or it gets shipped here. So either way, there's like a little bit of a time period where I have to like inspect the clothes, and the inspection process is so important to me. Like, I will send emails to customers saying, I'm sorry, I'll send you free shit for the wait, but I need to make sure that what I am sending you is a quality item. So if it takes 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I will email and talk to you, because I cannot, with good conscience, send you something that is of poor quality that I have to approve. I have to look at all this stuff, and I have to say, yep, like I gotta send that, you know. So I feel like during COVID, just finding new manufacturers, I'm still finding my footing. Like, it's always a learning process. And I think people don't understand that either. It's just me. So it's just me flying these places to see and spectate. It's just me. And you could have the expectation of like, yeah, but you run a business and yeah, but I'm figuring it out. So I do make that very, very clear with people. I am figuring these systems out. I have a timeline for when I want things to be figured out. And I think a lot of people support me because this is it. Like, it's getting done. This is what I want. This is how I want it. You know, that's why my releases are far and few. I am not interested in the money. I'm interested in having good systems that will then make me money. And that's like, it's the long game. I'm playing the long game right now. But I did feel like I needed to at least explain how my shipping works. That way people understand my shipping's not like this isn't Fashion Nova. This isn't Pretty Little Thing where I'm just trying to get it out. And like, no, I'm trying to build an empire. And I need to make sure that whatever I am sending out is something that I would wear. It's something that I would send to an athlete, a celebrity. Like, I have to make sure that whatever I'm sending is of good quality and top tier. So I wanted to get that out of the way because my shipping times are like, sometimes, but anytime, like anyone can ask. Like, anytime someone asks, I let them know, like, hey, you know, shipping times are like this because I am going through a manufacturer in LA. They have to ship it to me. If I get it and don't improve it, I can't ship it to you, you know. I just can't. And that's like a me thing. So I did feel like I have to make this video so people know, like, it's a me thing for sure. And these shirts have to last you years. Like, I have customers who from 5 years ago have stuff that's like, yeah, it hasn't even faded. It hasn't even, you know, so I try to keep that standard. Or try to find manufacturers. I'm constantly looking for new manufacturers that ship faster, you know, that are cheaper. I look overseas. I look at a whole bunch of stuff because I want to make sure that everybody's like wearing good stuff. So I did want to do a video of me just kind of discussing my shipping process. So how it typically works is someone would submit an order. Depending on the day they submit it, I wait a business day to kind of start the process. Once I have like received their order and looked over it after a business day, I send that off to my manufacturer. How my manufacturer typically works is he likes to bulk my orders, so I can't like send like one shirt to. I'm blessed enough to have a manufacturer that if I really needed a one-off, they would, because I've been working with them for so many years. But how manufacturing also works is it costs them a lot of money to do less products. So he kind of waits, or my Sacramento person kind of waits until I bulk. Or if I'm going to LA, I have to like overpay, I have to invest basically. So if I am going to my manufacturers in LA, they have what you call minimums. So I end up getting extra like product, and that's typically the product that I like give away for free if the wait is taking too long, because they have a minimum that they want me to purchase before they even start. Some of them don't, but for the most part, to make it all worth it, they do. So that's a bit of a process, just like waiting to get my orders in. Okay, boom, I'm at 20 orders, I'm at 30 orders, I'm at 40 orders. Now let me send it. And that's a guessing game with me. It's kind of like I get to choose when I feel like, when I feel like I have enough orders to batch and send off. And so I do orders like that. Sometimes it's to a manufacturer in Sacramento, sometimes it's to a manufacturer in LA. It really depends on the design and how I'm printing it, how detailed it is. Like, there's so many factors that go into which person I go through and who I want to deal with. If I'm working overseas, that's all like pre-planned. Like, I have to pay out of pocket or invest. You know, I just treat my business like a kid. I invest in it. So I just invest in getting the product and then just kind of hope that people want to buy it. And that also falls on me and my promotion, which I understand. If that's the case, then I can send it out a bit sooner because it's already made. So, and I haven't done that in a while. I've been doing pre-orders for a while because I've been in school. And while I'm in school, pre-orders are really easy, like, for me. And I like to, like, keep my vibe, you know what I mean? I like to like create designs here and there, so when I create designs I only do pre-orders for those. But I just wanted to describe like what my process was like so that people understood, like, I'm not a Fashion Nova. One day I might be a brand that can ship quicker, but I definitely don't I don't stress myself too much over that as much as I do having a quality item sent. And then like I have to battle with online. Every business owner does. So you kind of have to pick, like, would I rather be canceled over people or have people mad at me over shipping, or would I rather have people say, like, this piece is so ass and I'm so mad I bought it, you know? So that's, I'm picking the route of, hey, y'all can get on my ass for shipping. So now I can just do a quick run through about my shipping's like, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video so I can ship in peace. I don't really want to do a time lapse because any real business owner tells you, like, your space is literally never clean. If your business space is clean, that means you're not working. So I don't really I stopped filming in my space because I didn't like cleaning it up. My brain, I'm a creative, so my brain just kind of works a certain way. But shipping, so I get the orders in, I batch them, I figure out who, I pretty much have the manufacturer figured out before I even release. So I am in contact with my manufacturer. Hey, I have these, can you start these? I'm on a text, I have text relationships with them, so they'll tell me, hey, you gotta come to LA now, hey, you gotta come to LA then. So it's kind of like I'm on my toes. I gotta, you know what I mean, just kind of, and I like that. I'm the type of person that likes that. So once I get the product, I also have to make sure, like, all my tags, bags, like, sometimes I'll get my products and completely forget because I'm human to buy plastic bags. So I have to say, hey, do I want all these people mad at me? Or do I want to just extend it a couple days and get bags, you know? So, like, a lot of stuff with me really is like, damn, like, what's the heat that I want to take? Because my workday really does end when everybody's workday ends. I have school, I have kids, I have so many things where I have to balance it. Like, if I take that L, I take that L. But understand, you're gonna get a tight hoodie, you're gonna get you're gonna get something out of it. As one of my customers, you're gonna get something out of it. So once I get the product back, I tag and bag and put stickers on it. I wanted to touch on that. This is how my products look. I want my customers to feel like when they get something, it's consistent, it's nice. Like, you know, when you open a package, you want to make sure that it's, you know, like what you pay for. I charge a pretty penny, and I charge a pretty penny because of my creativity, because of what you guys are seeing, all the work that I do to make sure that people get a quality product. All that goes into my cost. So I feel like the least I can do is make sure people have, like, a quality product and experience. So that's what I work on every day. Just new ways to make my customer feel like, damn, I got a package, oh my god, you know. And that means a lot to me, you know. So after I tag and bag like this, I put them inside of, like, these. Sometimes I customize them, sometimes I don't. I have this, like, digital printer that'll print out stickers, and I'll put, like, notes inside of them. I have postcards like this where I'll write notes, like, to my customers and put them in there. I have things like this where I'll give them a like a discount code. I put a postcard and I write. I just try to do things that are, like, that give customers a good experience. So that is how my shipping pretty much works. And then I try to get it picked up here, but our mailman has had COVID. So that's been, like, how USPS deals with that has been interesting. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and package these because I actually do have to ship off the rest of these today because I actually do have more clothes coming from out of country. So I have to kind of prepare for that. I have a couple, like, fun things with the brand happening, and I'm preparing for that. I got 16 units in school, 2 kids, a fiance, and my business. So I have been spending time balancing all those things because, like, all those things are going to remain in my life. You know, they're not going to go away. I just have to figure out how to balance everything. So I wanted to kind of talk about my process of shipping and just my overall clothes. You know, what my plans are. I have really big plans, like, you know, business is always about growing, changing, morphing, and I have just taken so much time to figure out where I want my brand to be, which is why I take my time with my brand, because I don't want it to be an internet sensation. I want it to be like a brand, like, not like internet. I don't want it to be just this viral situation. And then, like, I want it to be an actual legitimate business that has, like, great strategy and things of that nature. So I've been working on that. So that's pretty much my shipping / business process rant. My customers will be receiving their clothing this week. I have a shipment to Abu Dhabi, and I am so shocked at that. I actually don't talk about, I've shipped in the past, like, 10 years I've had a business. I have shipped I want to be humble, but I've almost shipped to all 50 states, I think. I've shipped to Germany, but Abu Dhabi definitely takes the cake. So and little things like that is what motivates me to just get my systems and things like in line so that I can have like a smooth shipping system. And all that comes with time and help. Like, I'm real with myself. Like, this shit's hard. As a creative, constantly trying to figure out how to be creative is hard, which is why I went back to school, so I can balance my creativity with business so that my brain, like, I'm not so drained. I'm still drained, but I'm finding like balance so that I'm like less drained, and I'm creating boundaries and just being honest with customers and myself. Like, bro, I was whooped, but I'll give you free clothes. So, you know, and I don't want that to always be like the excuse, because that's what it is, an excuse, you know what I mean? But I definitely want customers to understand, like, this is the reason, but it's not always going to be like this. You know, once I hit this, I have financial goals, y'all. Once I hit this goal, I'm hiring somebody. Once I do this, it's just, everything takes time, and everything has to have like a strategy, and there has to be like intent behind everything that I do. So, and there is, which is why things take time. So I appreciate everyone that has supported me. I have always been super like closed off into myself about my business, because like I said, it's like a baby. Like, this is literally what I had before I had kids. Man, this business definitely saved me. Like at 18, I was poor, and I started selling clothes that I was making, and I kind of just figured out ways to make it something. So I created something out of nothing, and I hold that very near and dear to my heart. And I am constantly trying to find ways to make it even more of something than what it is, you know? So thank you for riding and, you know, joining my journey. Thank you for ordering. I'm going to ship all these. I'm always going to ship all these. I promise. I just want to make sure, like, and that's part of my shit. It's part of my, that's why I'm on this mental health journey. I'm a perfectionist, but I think that's what makes my brand so awesome and so creatively like what it is my commitment to make sure that people feel dope and look unique. And if they don't, then I take that to heart. Like, if what I'm sending you isn't dope, then like I take that personally, you know? So thank you for rocking and rolling. I am always excited to see people's photos, but I just want to make a video just kind of breaking down how my shipping and just overall business works and is working. And you guys will definitely see more content like this, because now I'm comfortable, you know. I'm a lot more comfortable talking about it because I've been in the game for almost 10 years. But thank you again. I'm gonna get my shipments done. Bye.